Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up politics. Colorado signs law protecting marriage equality. Marriage equality is now officially protected by law in Colorado. Governor Jared Polis signed a new bill this week repealing the state's long-standing ban on same-sex marriage, language that had been on the books for nearly 2 decades. The irony of the moment is not lost on Queer News Tonight. Polis, the nation's first openly gay elected governor, signed Senate Bill 25-014, also known as the Protecting the Freedom to Marry Act. The bill removes language from Colorado's statute defining marriage solely as a union between one man and one woman. Governor Polis said, quote, "Colorado is for everyone, no matter who you are or who you love. This is a long overdue step in the right direction, and today's law I'm signing ensures that Coloradians can marry who they love in our Colorado for all," end quote. Colorado voters originally passed a same-sex marriage ban in 2006. That ban was nullified by the U.S. Supreme Court's Obergefell versus Hodges decision in 2015. But in 2024, folks from Colorado overwhelmingly chose to repeal the discriminatory provision, with 63% voting in favor, with rising concern that Obergefell could one day be overturned, especially as 9 states have recently urged the Supreme Court to revisit the decision. Colorado lawmakers say this new law offers critical protection. Democratic State Senator Jessie Danielson, who introduced the bill, said, quote, "The freedom to marry who we love is a fundamental right. It's especially important now, as the Trump administration attacks the LGBTQ community to ensure everyone's right to live safely in our state and marry whomever they love. For LGBTQ Coloradans, this is more than policy, it's personal," end quote. Thank you so much, Colorado.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Colorado. Okay. We need other states to follow suit. All right. And thank you, Governor Polis, for being an openly gay man and being able to sign that bill. Must have been monumental for in your feeling. For us to watch it was incredible. You know, I mean, it's not a secret to anybody that many of us got really comfortable with same-sex marriage, right? You know,
otherwise known as marriage,
which should just be called marriage, by the way.
Agreed.
Okay,
Agreed.
You know, and these fools that say things like, "Oh, you know, we let gays get married, and that means you can marry a dog." You're disgusting individuals for even saying things like that. All right, Colorado knows what's up. Hey, they legalized weed before most people did. All right, so they must be smarter than most. All right,
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is what other states need to follow suit with, because this is what's going to happen. They're going to make it that it's down to the states.
Yeah.
Right. And, you know, many of us who are married, I mean, that will be affected by something like this passing. I mean, those people that are like, they're not coming for your marriage. Look at this. They really are coming for our marriage. And Colorado has taken steps toward not allowing them for the people who live there.
And there are other states that are talking about doing the same thing, right? I mean, it's not, this is, and of course, I don't want to fear it, but I think, okay, well, are they going to come for the states now too, the way they're doing with Maine for, you know, protecting trans rights? I mean, it's such a scary time, but this is a really, really positive step and a powerful step.
I think that, you know, you made a point. You know, this administration wants the states to make choices when it's beneficial for them, and they want to put in basically martial law when it benefits them. So it really makes it very confusing for everybody. I mean, we are called the United States of America, so you would think that we would be united, but we're more divided than everything.
We are the divided states of America.
And it's really hard to think that, you know, we have a national law that protects marriage. We're going to call it marriage, but it's still up to the states to then go behind it and protect it more. And so when you're living in a state that's, you know, kind of on the fence, you're like, well, am I going to wake up tomorrow and not be legally married and protected to the person that I love and care for on a daily basis?
And it's scary. It's scary. I've been married with my wife 8 years. Dale, you sang at my wedding, right? You know, we have an autistic son. If something were to happen to my wife tomorrow, there's a high probability with something like this passing that I wouldn't be able to take care of our son, because I'm not officially his mom. You know what I mean? Like things like that now me and Teresa have to go run and get certain paperwork in place to make sure that if that happens, we're taken care of, because that's the fears that we have. And that's the fears that many people in our community have. It's not fair.
And unfortunately, in some states, even if you have that paperwork in place, direct family members can still contest it.
100.
And so that doesn't,
100%.
you know,
100%.
that paperwork's.
But these are things that we shouldn't be worried about. There's so many fish to fry right now, you know?
And as someone who's not ever been married yet, I sit here and go, am I ever going to be able to? You know, I'm with someone I love, and that's the next step that I know. But the writing's on the wall that it could not happen. And so, you know, it's
actually, yeah. My friends Jorge and Hector expedited their marriage process. They're celebrating their whatever in Tokyo right now. Hi guys, what up? But yeah, they like pushed their wedding like forward because they're like, we don't know if we'll have the ability to do this sooner. So they got married with the quickness. It was a beautiful wedding. I didn't go, but it was a beautiful wedding, and that was because they didn't know if the legislation was gonna like attack them for their ability to get married. So you people that I already know are hate writing in the comments right below us right now. I know, just stop typing. Thank you for the views, but just realize this is all about love. We just want to be with the people that we love, and then some other people as well. But at the core of it, it's all about love. So just let people fall in love and get married and make friends on the side.
Yeah, Bonnie, so I'm not married to David Hernandez, just to put that out there.
Yet.
I know.
Oh, wait.
Well,
What if you propose right now?
but my real husband, yes, I've been married 8 years, and that was a time where we could rejoice and be together. And I tell you that when this second election happened, and especially after the abortion rights were taken away, I literally looked at him and I was like, are we not going to be married tomorrow? Like, who knows what they're going to do? It's just the attacks coming out of Washington, Tallahassee, that are really putting our community on edge. But Bonnie, like you said, we're here. We're beside each other. We're behind each other. We are a community. We stand together. And let's move forward.
Yeah, 100%, because they want us to fail. They want us to get tired of fighting. They want us to forget our intention. They're like, they keep on throwing all these things at us so we don't look at the bigger picture.
Absolutely. I want to talk about domestic terrorism. Let's talk about that.
Hello. Hello.
Instilling fear in others domestically within our border. Let's talk about that.
There's so much insanity in all of it. It just makes me crazy, and I'm such a news junkie that I know I shouldn't be, but I always tell people I would have more anxiety if I didn't watch the news, because I need to know what's going on. But you know, it's just like, don't these people, I'll refer to them as these people, understand that there are gays and lesbians and bisexuals and trans and things in their families, in their communities, in their lives? So what are you trying? What are you trying? What are you achieving? What is the goal? What is the end result? What is it? What are you so afraid of?
Control.
I mean, I'm making rhetorical. I'm just putting. You can answer all you want. I'm just putting those questions out there because it's like, WTF? What is the real purpose of this? It's a fear, and it just drives me crazy.
That is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like